KF6, KF6, you copy?
KF6, KF6, go ahead.
Just inside the perimeter here, checking on these water lines. What are you doing?
Oh, doing a little farming.
Bullet farmer! They're coming from the bullet farm!
Cool. Is it alright if I come up? I promise to stay 6 feet away.
Yeah, come on up.
What's up? What are you doing?
Just a little reloading.
A little farming, huh? You mean you're not racing off to the gun store in a panic trying to buy up all the ammo?
No, we got plenty of ammo. Years worth, in fact. Just want to try out some new stuff, but we need to shoot because I'm running out of empty brass. So how are you guys doing over there?
We're fine. This stuff could last for months and you'd be in good shape.
You guys got enough toilet paper?
Yeah, not that we really use that much anymore. My wife got me one of those bidet seats for my birthday last year.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's wonderful, man. Once you've gotten used to a bidet, you'll never go back. If I'm out in public, I'll even hold it sometimes until I get home. It's so nice.
Wow.
Not that we're out in public much these days.
Nope.
It gives me an idea, though.
What's that?
Well, seeing as it's the actual apocalypse.
Wait, you mean come out of retirement and make a video?
Yeah.
I don't know. YouTube isn't the Wild West that it used to be.
Yeah, those were good days, weren't they? But we are kind of relevant all of a sudden, right?
I guess we are, huh?
So what do you say?
What the hell? Okay, it's day 35 of the zombie apocalypse. And you did it! You went to the Dollar Tree and you bought them out of not only all the toilet paper they had in stock, but all the paper towels and napkins as well. Unfortunately,
look at this wonderful woman who just
somebody pulled out their phone and got it on video.
who just bought the entire store
And now, you're a public shamed viral internet
so that
punchline.
nobody else can have any.
A poster child for panic hoarding.
It's really lovely.
The social media embodiment of selfishness and greed. Screw someone's grandparents who might need a few rolls of TP, right? Because IGM. Well, here we are, day 50 of the actual zombie apocalypse. No, there aren't really zombies, and we never claimed there would be. We'll throw up a link to a video we made 7 years ago that explains this. And as apocalypses go, this one seems unlikely to bring about the end of the world as we know it. That's not to say it isn't serious, that the economic and social impacts aren't dire, that people aren't dying, or that the COVID-19 pandemic won't ultimately be seen as a transformative event in the annals of human history. But all that being said, I'm going to go out on a limb here and forecast that the civilized world probably isn't going to totally collapse this time around. What has happened, however, what we've been able to witness in real time, is the effect this kind of thing is having on people.
Yeah.
Legitimately stressful situations tend to bring out the extremes of human behavior. Daily, we're seeing acts of incredible selflessness, bravery. First responders and medical workers busting their asses, risking their lives for the common good. Grocery store workers putting in the long hours to make sure people have what they need to live. Neighbors helping each other out, all that kind of good stuff. And of course, we're also seeing the exact opposite. There are always going to be opportunist scumbags, those who will find a way to profit from disasters, to make a buck off someone else's misery. But aside from the purely evil bullshit, what you'll mostly see on that flip side is just a lot of people in panic mode, doing what they believe they need to do in order to survive.
Napkins for myself.
Consider, the modern world has given us many, many wonderful things. Ham radios, the internet, cutting-edge surgical techniques, and many things less wonderful, like ham radios, the internet, and cutting-edge surgical techniques. You'll find that same double-edged sword effect everywhere, the pertinent one being this. The modern world has also given us the comfort of believing that our supply chains and systems will always be able to provide whatever we need, whenever we need it, either shipped to our local store or delivered directly to our doorstep in a couple of days by Brown Santa. We've come to rely on this, and that's a good thing, until it stops being true. Then, understandably, people who have known nothing else get scared and start doing stuff like this.
A couple in Lake Country, BC has gone viral from a video showing them buying 2 shopping carts full of meat.
You know, we just want to protect ourselves and our family and our animals.
Dan Marcotte says he, along with his girlfriend, panicked from seeing people at the supermarkets hoarding food and other necessities, and that prompted them to buy the meat.
You know, I'm just worried about myself getting death threats. I want to make right. I want to give the Lake Country Food Bank a donation of $1,000 just to show the community that we're not cruel. We're not out there, you know, benefiting, like selling stuff online.
And that is the point of prepping. You prep so you don't find yourself in that position. So you aren't subject to the fear that creates a hoarder mentality. Preppers are often accused of being paranoid freaks. But this isn't about spending all of your time hiding in a bunker reloading ammo.
Fine. For some of us, it is.
But for most folks, it's just about action versus reaction. We prep, we act. So if and when shit ever does hit the fan, we aren't forced to react. Almost 9 years after posting our first gun video, we still occasionally get the same stupid comment.
I don't need to buy a gun. When the apocalypse starts, I'll just go rob a gun store.
Yeah, great idea. Except that everyone else who didn't bother to spend a few $100 on a decent firearm before the shit hit the fan will have the same idea. And you'll find there's a lot of competition out there for those free guns. You know, the ones you never actually got familiar with or learned how to safely handle. And that's only if the gun store owners themselves are no longer around. Because if they are, well...
Broke into the wrong goddamn rec room, didn't you, you bastard?
The same thing applies to all the other stuff you'll need to survive the apocalypse, including toilet paper. The standard, I'll just go take over Walmart plan is a terrible idea. It's not only the fallback position of every lazy-ass survivalist wannabe who never bothered to prep, but it's also what everyone else is going to do. Hordes of panicked and desperate humans willing to bash each other's heads in over a can of Spam will have stripped those places of everything valuable on day one. But I'm sure that by the time you finally show up, there will still be plenty of hair accessories and patio furniture to choose from. Bottom line, that's not prepping. That's being a scavenger. In the zombie post-apocalyptic world, that puts you just barely above the level of zombie. And if part of your plan also includes just robbing what you need from other survivors, it makes you a marauder, which is the only form of life lower than a zombie.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
Zombies have no choice in how they act. You do. The COVID-19 pandemic probably will not bring about the end of the civilized world. But if the reaction of just a few humans this time around is any indication of what will happen if supply chains ever do actually fail, it should be a wake-up call. Now, it's correct and fair to point out that a few days after achieving internet infamy, Toilet Paper Teresa, like Dan the Meat Guy wanting to make things right, supposedly donated all of those paper products to a nonprofit. Good for her. Anybody think she would have done that if she hadn't been so thoroughly shamed? That selfless generosity was really her intention all along? Yeah, no. But maybe if she dedicated just a little bit of time and energy, and closet space, to being at least somewhat prepared before the alarms of a potential global pandemic were beginning to sound, she wouldn't have felt the overwhelming need to clean out a store's entire stock of toilet paper, leaving none for anyone else.
Oh, the one I'm the hooker on.
Prepping isn't about being paranoid. Quite the opposite. It's about not being subject to paranoia. It's about not having to rush to the store in a desperate panic. You prep so you know you're going to be okay. Secure. Comfortable even. If the supply chains of the modern world begin to break down, or even just slow or pause or get behind for a short period of time. Prepping is about not having to make a choice between your family's needs or being a decent human being to all the other humans out there in the same situation. Because if you prep, even just a little bit, you can actually do both.
everyone out there. From TCP, stay safe, stay well. Be smart, be vigilant.
And wash your fucking hands.
Peace.